What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. This is a very exciting one here. You saw the title. We're taking advantage of the fact that number 4 is available in Supercross 5 because Blake Baggett's not in the game. I'm not even gonna go into that. Anyway, we're gonna make Ricky Carmichael here in Supercross number 5. Okay, Ricky Carmichael is not black. So I determined that his hair was orange. We're going like during his career, so yeah. What does Ricky Carmichael look like? That one maybe. No, okay. We're just gonna go with the standard number 1. This guy right here. I don't think this guy had a beard though. No, he did not. So we're just gonna go clean. That's Ricky Carmichael for you guys. It may not look like him. We're going to change a preset though. I decided we're going to go with him on a Honda. Because Honda in this game for the team, the factory team. This is 250. No, not 250. Okay, 450. 450, if you go with Honda, you could choose 2 brands, two basically gear sets. One is for Chase Sexton, it's Alpine Stars, but the other one is Ken Roczen. And Ricky Carmichael in his career actually rode or actually wore Fox gear throughout his career. So we're gonna go Team HRC Honda. He did ride for Honda. A lot of people probably don't know like everything, so we're gonna give him a Monster Energy helmet because this guy is sponsored by Monster. So I know community helmets, there's a lot of Monster Energy helmets out there, so we can find one here. There's Red Bull, but we're not gonna go with Red Bull. We're gonna go Monster. Not green. Custom Champ. Oh, I see what this one is. Okay, Rockstar. I mean, he does. I'm not even sure, honestly. I'm gonna go with the gas one, but we're not. We're gonna go with a basic Monster Energy one. Let me go to most downloaded because a lot of these are most downloaded. A lot of these factory helmets are most downloaded now. So let me see if I can try to find a red kind of Monster Energy-ish helmet here. So that one's cool. That one actually might be what we go for here. Rockstar would be cool. Oh, this right here, Monster Bell, but that one doesn't really fit though. I think this is gonna have to be the one right here, unless we want to go with Rockstar, which that wouldn't really fit, honestly. Star, that's a Star Yamaha. I think we're gonna have to go with that. Ooh, this one's really cool. We're just gonna go with the basic Monster Energy helmet, this one right here, created by Jeff MX 54. Congratulations, your helmet is now on Ricky Carmichael. Why didn't it save? Okay, sorry Jeff MX 54. I guess your helmet's not gonna be used anyway. I have a track picked out already. It's gonna be really cool. Gonna be a really cool track. Oh, let's go. Man, I'm so bummed I lost that other one. Oh, do I go download and then do I go into helmets? Man, can we not run custom helmets here? Hold on. We are going to do this here. Yeah, all raw, no cuts. Let me go to my profile. No, damn, we just want to run a Monster Energy helmet. Why can't I just run a damn Monster helmet? Okay, let me like this. Oh, do I go here? Okay, I see what I do. Custom helmet. We go to custom helmet. This is my Antonio Cairoli model. This is where we go. Okay. Now it's equipped. Okay. We got it figured out. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. I didn't know how to work that. My bad. Anyway, let's go. Goggles. Sky. Obviously, we're going to go with this right here. Oh, those are really cool. We're going to go with these. I got to buy them because I am rich as hell in this game. Anyway, let's go boots. Fox boots for them. We're just gonna go this. Okay. That looks like a good Ricky Carmichael, I have to say. It's not exact. But let's go over here. That looks like something Carmichael would do. Let's do it big as hell. We're just gonna go with a normal black. Okay. And then nickname. That looks like something Carmichael would run right there. Big as hell, like normal, and black. There we go. Here's our custom Ricky Carmichael. Let's go butt patch because we always put butt patches on our custom riders. 21G. Where's the goat? Oh God. Yeah, no. We're looking for the goat. Get lost. Get good. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I know what that means. Is there no goat? Whole shot hunter, no. Maria, oh God, mighty. Should I never give up one? No excuses. Let's go with this. I like that one. Okay, let's go put this guy in a race here. Let me modify the numbers so that it looks good. That's good right there. Left side number. There we go. And then let's go right side number. There we go. Oh, hold on. I didn't confirm it. My bad. Confirm. Okay, there we go. Ricky Carmichael. Ready to race here. This is going to be really good. So, let's go into single player, new event. I have a track picked out in my mind of what I want to do. It's actually got a cool story behind it. This track right here I'm about to ride, Orlando 1. I don't think y'all realize. So I would go with Suzuki, but, you know, I'm not going to because there's no Fox 1. So we're going to go with our custom Ricky Carmichael here. Let me make sure all my settings are right. They are. Orlando 1. This track in this game, or at least in real life and in this game, because it was recreated for Supercross 5 because it was an official track. This is actually a recreation. This track is a replica of Orlando of 2007. Orlando 2007 was Ricky Carmichael's final Supercross race of his career. He actually did not win it, and I'm actually going to talk about this race quite a bit when we're racing in real life here. I just watched the race right before recording this. This race is on YouTube. So yeah, Ricky Carmichael returns to Supercross on his factory HRC Honda. That sounds so weird. Here we go. Ricky Carmichael back in Supercross. Let's go racing. Here we go. No excuses. Let's win this damn race. Anyway, as I was saying, Orlando 2007. This track is a replica of it. In real life, it wasn't really hyped up, as far as I know. Honestly, my situation that I was in during the real life race of Orlando won 2020. Oh, damn! The real life race that Orlando won 2021. I was in some situations, so I couldn't get really into it. But I don't think this was talked about much. Ricky Carmichael's final race was Orlando 2007, and Feld Motorsports decided for the return back to Orlando because they hadn't raced in Orlando since that race, since 2007, Carmichael's last race. So they decided we're going to replicate the old track from 2007, and as far as I'm concerned, this is literally me remembering this track. I actually did not watch this race live. I wasn't into the sport at that time, but as far as it looks here, this is pretty damn accurate. If I'm being real here, as I am not having a very good race. This is very not Ricky Carmichael like. Carmichael actually did not win this race. Orlando 2007. James Stewart won it. Stewart at the time was going for his first title, first of 2 titles. And Carmichael was in his last. He actually was not racing the whole season. So Orlando of 2007 was not the final round. Vegas still was. I don't remember which round of the series it was, but Carmichael was actually not racing the whole season. He was racing select events that year, and he decided that Orlando was going to be his last Supercross ever, and it was, and the race did not disappoint at all. Chad Reed got the whole shot. Reed, I think he led some of the laps. I honestly don't remember Reed much in this race because he didn't lead a lot. I think Stewart took the lead very early. Carmichael was second early. No, I'm sorry. Carmichael was second early, and then Reed, and then Carmichael took over the lead from Reed there. Sorry, guys. I'm really trying to remember and race at the same time. It's really hard. You try it. Anyway, Carmichael took over the lead and kind of distanced himself, but Stewart was fast that year. Stewart caught Carmichael, had a really close moment with a lapper in that turn after the finish line. I think they had more tough blocks on the track at that time, and what happened was some lapper fell in front of them, and Stewart had to avoid him and then got into a tough block and basically jumped a tough block. Oh, there's Malcolm Stewart right there. Basically jumped a tough block and was able to get through that. And then, but yeah, that was a close moment there. And then Stewart, very shortly after that, took the lead. He tried a pass in this corner right here, but Carmichael was able to... I'm sorry, guys, I'm blanking out today. Oh! Carmichael was able to hold it off, and then they come over the finish line. This is where Stewart had that close call with the lapper. And then Stewart basically comes up the inside as we're coming up to Plessinger, who runs number 7. Stewart basically came up the inside and took the lead here. I think Carmichael made a mistake in this rhythm section. And then a few laps later, I'm sure y'all have seen the photos, if you even dabble in that era. If you've ever watched anything, seen any photos from that era, you've probably seen the photo of Carmichael and Stewart looking at each other over the triple. That was in this race here. And actually, what's really cool, and you've probably seen it if you're on Instagram or whatever, Carmichael's gear from that night, Fox Moto is selling it again, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that, though, but I think they're bringing it back for a limited time, which, honestly, I rep Alpine Stars gear when I ride my scooter, but this Fox stuff, I'm sure it's going to be expensive. So, anyway, Carmichael, at the time, wasn't on Honda. He was on Suzuki. This was, like I said, his final race on Suzuki, and that gear, I'm sure, will sell out immediately. Anyway, Carmichael's career, honestly, since I've been in the sport for about 12, coming on 13 years, 13 years pretty much, I've never understood why Ricky Carmichael was considered the GOAT. Now, earlier today, I was watching some old bar-to-bar videos. Oh, damn! Anyway, I was watching some old bar-to-bar videos, and I think I understand why. I watched '02, the other bar-to-bar 2002 the other day, and Carmichael struggled at the beginning of the season and picked it back up and won a ton of races that year. Then I watched '04. I actually watched '04 quite a bit ago, but Reed won that title, but it's because Carmichael was hurt. 2005, Carmichael kind of dominated. 2006, though, might go down as one of the greatest seasons in history when we look back, because I literally just watched 2006 now, literally just today for the first time. Bar to Bar '06, that literally came down to the final round, and it's weird because at the time that Carmichael was racing, the Carmichael era, they actually had 2 championships that they were going for. The FIM World Supercross GP, and then they had what we know as the AMA Supercross. But we know it, until recently, we know it as the AMA FIM World Championship. The AMA, the Monster Energy Supercross, Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. That's what we know it as now. But back in the day, FIM and AMA had 2 separate championships that you were racing for. And in '05, Carmichael won them both, and then '06, Stewart won the FIM, and and then after '07, when Feld took over, because I believe Feld took over in '08. Once Feld took over, FIM and AMA decided that they were going to combine their championships. So 2008 is when Feld and FIM, or AMA and FIM, combined their championships into one. So yeah, it was a very confusing time back in the day. And yeah, 2007 though, like I said, Carmichael only raced select events. He won, let me see. He won one of the, because Supercross, actually back in the day, the FIM World Supercross GP started in December, right before Christmas. Then they would go on holiday, celebrate Christmas and everything. Then they would come back for Anaheim 1. It was so weird back in the day. And yeah, so the World Supercross GP Championship actually started in December, the beginning of December, around this time, if you're watching this when I upload it, around this time they would start this, the FIM Championship, and then A1 would start the AMA Championship. Super confusing, I know, but yeah, Carmichael won one of the World Supercross GP races that year in '07. He won San Francisco, St. Louis. Did he win San Francisco, St. Louis? I don't think he won Phoenix that year. And there might have been one more. I don't remember. I believe he won 2 or 3 races that year. In the AMA side, but on the FIM side, he won 3 or 4, something like that. So yeah, Supercross was much more confusing back in the day. I'm kind of blanking out today. Trying to think of other things to talk about. Carmichael, after racing, Carmichael started a stock car career, as far as I know, and that went nowhere. And now Carmichael, you hear him regularly on a Saturday night in a Supercross booth, which a lot of people don't like him. I honestly don't care. He's in there, and it's fun to hear him go back and forth with Todd Harris, because Todd Harris, if you don't know, Todd Harris, you hear him sometimes on Saturday nights, but you heard him a lot back in '05. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool to hear Todd Harris again. Todd Harris actually commentated a lot of Carmichael's races back in the day, and here he is again, now commentating with Carmichael. Fun fact about Ricky Carmichael, we call him the GOAT and everything. Oh damn, we just went down. Call him the GOAT and everything, but fun fact, and I don't think a lot of people know this unless you grew up in that time or am like me and go back and watch old races sometimes. I mainly just go back and watch old bar-to-bar races. That's what I do. And that's... Oh! Oh! Wow. Anyway, I go back and watch old bar-to-bar races, and a lot of people might be surprised to hear this. Carmichael never... Oh, damn. Carmichael never won A1 in his career. I know. When I first heard about that, it shocked me. Absolutely shocked me that Carmichael never won A1. He was, I believe, in '06. Anaheim won 2006, I believe. Let me see. I literally just watched it and can't remember. He took over the lead from Stewart or Reed, one of the two, and then crashed in the whoop section. Gary Bailey actually has a video of it. Crashed in a whoop section, and yeah, I think he damaged his bike or something. A1 '05, which I'm sure a race you guys have heard of because it was hella crazy. I'm actually trying to find a track map or a bird's eye view of the track, as we are horrible in this race. A bird's eye view of the track of A1 '05 so I can go race it. So I can create it in a track editor and race it. A1 '05, Carmichael was leading and went down because that was the crazy mud race, if you remember. A1 '05, the mud race. Carmichael was leading, went down, and Kevin Windham won A1 in 2005. So yeah, I believe winning Anaheim 1 is the only accomplishment that Carmichael does not have in his career, because this guy, I understand why they call him the GOAT. I know earlier in the video I said that I don't understand why we called him the GOAT for so many years. After watching some of the stuff and seeing some of the stats, I understand why. This guy, he's got two perfect seasons in the outdoors now. Man, we are horrible in this race. I'm sorry, Carmichael, if you're watching this. Two perfect seasons in outdoors. One of only two people to do it. The other person is James Stewart. 48 career Supercross wins, like 150 combined motocross, Supercross wins, and I understand why now, honestly. And now watching him race some of these races, I understand. So Carmichael, the greatest of all time. Honestly, nobody's touching him. Nobody's gonna touch him. This guy's got 5 championships in the 450 class, which was actually known as the 250 class back in the day. So our 250 class now is 125, and our 450 class now was 250s back in the day. So yeah, we are horrible right now. Not riding well. I also, when I talk, I don't ride well, especially in this game. So yeah, we're not doing well. I believe he's tied with Dungey for the most wins in the Georgia Dome. The Georgia Dome was where Supercross used to race for years in Atlanta. I think since the Georgia Dome opened in the 90s till it closed down in 17, Supercross was in the Georgia Dome all those years. Ryan Dungey has won 5, and Carmichael has also won 5. Unless he won, did he win Atlanta in '07? He might have won Atlanta in '07. I know he won it in '06 and '05. Yeah, there's also another famous race in '05 where in San Diego 2005 where McGrath got the whole shot, and what was it? Our Carmichael caught up to him, and there's that famous photo of him and McGrath looking in midair, and I don't know what Carmichael does. I think he waves at him or something like that. Waves at him and then takes the lead, and then Reed catches up, passes Carmichael like 2 laps to go, and in the whoop section, on the final lap, whoop section was like before the finish line. Like they went whoop section, crossed the start, and then turned, and then crossed the start again, and then finish line. Carmichael dumped it in the whoops there, and it was hilarious. Because it's funny, because back in the day they actually did have GoPro cameras, but they linked them up to the TV, so it'd be like Carmichael carrying our onboard camera today, which I know World Supercross is gonna do here, but I don't know why American Supercross doesn't have that, or Outdoors doesn't have that. Like, come on, people. This is 2022, and y'all were doing it back. Y'all were doing it when I was a toddler, and y'all can't do it now? Come on. Anyway, I was alive during most of the Carmichael era, but I was just too small. I believe I was 4 years old when Carmichael raced his last Supercross race. Yeah, I would have been 4 at the time. Honestly, me as a 4-year-old did not know what a dirt bike. Actually, I think I knew what a dirt bike was. I didn't know what Supercross was. So, like I said, I was about 9 or 10 years old when I started in this sport, and has been watching ever since. And I know a lot of people have a lot to say about that. Like, you don't know shit about the sport. Shut up, you don't know shit. Yeah, I do. I probably know more than you, and you're probably jealous that I have 2,000 subscribers, and you're sitting on your ass at home watching my videos. So I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Anyway, let's focus on this race now. Yeah, it was. There's also one more Carmichael memory, and this one I feel like is talked about a lot too. In Arlington of 2006, he was chasing down Stewart, I believe, in a whoop section, and some smartass decided to put a little full-size boat, in the middle of the track as like advertising for some boat company. This man got squirrely in the whoop section and smoked the boat. It was hilarious. There's also, I believe it's 2011, 10 or 11. I don't know who it was. I haven't seen this crash in years, but I remember it very clearly as we were about to get into the top 5 here. I don't know who it was. I think it was a privateer at the time, or it might have been one of the Troy Lee Honda guys. Got squirrely in a whoop section, let the bike go. The bike literally was on 2 wheels the whole time. Smoked a cameraman, and I mean smoked a cameraman. It was hilarious. Oh boy, Chase Sexton not having a good race here. Carmichael puts his name in there. This is all for 3rd. Who's in 2nd? Ferrandis is in 2nd. Okay. Carmichael inside of Barsha. Barsha's not going to be happy with that. Oh, can't. Oh, boy. Look at the battle for 3rd. Oh, Carmichael. Oh, Ciantarulo missed a triple. Ciantarulo missed a triple inside of Chase Sexton. We are wearing Chase Sexton's hat right now as I'm filming. Oh, down is Carmichael. Oh no, we go down, but we can still get the podium here. Carmichael can fight. No excuses here, like our ass says. No excuses. We're going to do crazy lines. And oh, down is Barsha. Wow. That was a big crash by Justin Barsha there. Triple. Oh, almost got Adam Ciantarulo. And RC. So I put RC on the back of his jersey here. That was actually accurate. Ricky Carmichael at times put RC on the back of his jersey. It was hilarious. They actually, his number plate. So you go back and look at photos of him, of Carmichael, which if you're Supercross motocross fan. I don't know why you wouldn't. Haven't seen it. They wrote the 4 differently back in the day. You see, it's like the stick figure 4. They actually wrote the boxy 4 back in the day. So, and you can see it on the thumbnail too. Big battle for 5th going on. Chase Sexton not letting it go here. White flag coming out here. Carmichael. And actually, one more story here. And I'm going to save the best story for last. Carmichael, the day of his final race here in Orlando, actually had his twins. Of course, he didn't give birth. His wife gave birth. But still, his twins were born on the same day as his final race. So I don't think a lot of people know that. So that's valuable information. You only come to Mega Boom Network, which I'm going to change the channel name here. I know I do. Or if you guys want me to change the channel name, let me know, and I'll start looking for a different name. Anyway, final lap. We're up into 5th. We got around Adam C and Cerullo. Checkered flag is out for Ken Roxon, who just signed with HEP, Progressive, Twisted Tea, Suzuki, Red Bull, Suzuki, whatever. Carmichael going for the podium here. Oh. Gets launched off the track. We're not going to get the podium, but we're going to get a top 5. Wow. What a race that was. Wow. Look at that. Carmichael, 4th place. That was a good race, honestly. I have to say. That was a really good race, and that was a really good video. I hope you all learned something from this video. I'm a little sick, so I was stumbling a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see another past racer in a video in one of these games, just let me know, and I will definitely go to it. Any of the games. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you later.